EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. This one for the right to represent the AFC in Super Bowl 56 in L.A. Off we go. To Hardman on the perimeter. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On third down, Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. And they've got it here first and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. Fourth and goal from the 3. Going to set him back 5 yards. So on fourth down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. This from 25 yards out. Tucker's kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Vaughn Miller. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. They go play action with Jackson. And he's got his target. That's more.
Jackson.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. Play action. It's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll check on his status when we get back. The play fake. Here's Jackson escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for first down. On the handoff, this is Taylor. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ravens 3, Chiefs 0.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. So that'll back him up 5. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the handoff, Taylor. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. 22 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Tucker lining up.
Of course, he's fresh off the Offensive Player of the Week in the AFC. And what a game it was last week. And a long touchdown run right there.
He and his offensive line, the receivers blocking downfield, they're all in sync right now. Could carry him to a 2nd straight Player of the Week award.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
26 yards.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a pickup of...
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. Give him 52 yards on the ground. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Justin Tucker lining up.
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Chiefs.
Now Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
The tackle made.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
At the Ravens' 39-yard line.
Jackson off the play fake. Buying time to his left. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass, and everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now left side on the swing pass. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
So the false start will back them up 5. And that'll set them back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Again, Jackson. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now Jackson steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
17. Chiefs 8. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range. Yeah,
you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Back to Taylor on first down. Bust through the tackle. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a give to Taylor. And some room to work. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Jonathan Taylor in the final seconds of the first half as the Ravens push further out in front.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Set to return, here's Raheem Mostert. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Their own 33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And some room to maneuver. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jonathan Taylor saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Tucker lining up for the extra point.
On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys is